This is Coon Cassius for IFLTV. Bit of a weird, you're looking up, but don't matter, it's alright, it's all good. Sonny Edwards, former IBF King, what's going on?
Yeah, just staring at my old belt there. I weren't staring at you, Andy. No. It's just a lifetime ago now, Cougs, you know what I mean?
Where is your belt? Where is it? In your home?
Do you know what? It's actually, oh no, it's in its case behind my bed. Yeah, just hidden away. I've actually got my WBO International in a little square next to the TV, but my world title's behind the bed.
Is it more difficult to find if someone breaks in?
Oh no, nothing to do with that. It's just, I don't know. My house has never really been like, here's all my achievements, really. I had one trophy case once and I've left that now. And I live with my kids and their mum does the interior decoration. So yeah, all my boxing accolades and that's just in the garage really, all my pieces of art around it and it's just...
Display all that?
Yeah, but...
Or give them to your kids?
Yeah, you know, there's a few promises of what the kids are going to get and how they're going to get it. But yeah, actually recently they made me get all the belts out because they wanted to see them all and they wanted to put them on and that. So, and now my youngest is saying that he wants to go to the fighting gym. So I think when he turns 5 in April, we'll start doing his little training. My eldest son is a blue and white belt martial artist. So yeah, he's doing
all combat sports, yeah, when you're older.
Yeah, and actually Bobby, my youngest, have just started on a go-karting journey. My dad actually, believe it or not, was a racing driver, a stock car racer. Shout out Larry. And my youngest, he's a little daredevil. He don't have fear. He'll fall off something and put his thumb up, go, I'm okay. And the eldest one's a bit more sensible and a bit more sensitive. But I put him on a go-kart track, first time, never done it before, and he flew around. I couldn't have been more prouder. And yeah, they say, oh, you only do the stay out of motor racing unless you know your dad's got money, but their dad's got a bit of money. So
basically, you're gonna have kids in boxing, UFC, and Formula One.
Yeah, well, they're always going to do something, Cougs. I'm never going to let them just do nothing. And they love sport, they love competing, they're competitive just like me and my brother was. It's mad. It's kind of like watching me and my brother's relationship again through my kids because similar age difference, kind of personalities kind of similar in ways and different in ways. It's kind of like a mix of us both back in my kids. And yeah, they're going to make sure they're doing something all the time.
Good to hear. Well, I see your name got chucked in there somewhere. You weren't even saying anything, you were just sitting there, weren't you?
Yeah, because when it really comes down to it, I don't like it making it all about me. This is Ish and Keevan's moment, really. So even though Keevan couldn't keep my name out of his stinking mouth, I just must be in his head. But I told him a few home truths when he tried getting a bit sour on Instagram. And look, I've not come here, I could turn it up and I could, start making it all about me. I'm very capable of that, but at the same time, I'm on the side presenting, you know what I mean? I'm actually working, so it's like, even though Eddie was going,
was he?
Pick up the mic. But I don't like him making it all about me, believe it or not, contrary to popular belief.
Well, look, it's a great fight on this card. Windsor Park's going to be absolutely banged out on Saturday night.
Hopefully it's not raining.
That is the concern, but let's... these shows just run ahead when it's rained anyway. The last few shows we've had, like Ipswich and wherever it was before that or after that, it was pissed down with rain, so it is what it is.
Yeah. I've not actually ever done a raining stadium fight. The sun has always come out for me so far, every single time. I've never done a raining one yet.
What is your pick for the main event? The rematch between Crocker-Donavan for the world title this week?
Mad that it's for a world title is my first takeaway. Don't get me wrong, they was both pushing up, but this was one of my kind of gripes with boxing. I don't want to take away or be controversial, but it's like two fighters who have never held a world title fought and having a rematch from a fight they've just had, and now the winner's going to be a world champion. Like, it doesn't kind of sit right with me. Does that make sense, Cougs? And I get it. They need a world champion. It was vacated and yada, yada, yada. But it just seems a bit bizarre to me. You know what I mean? I think there should always have to be a world champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not the first and it won't be the last. I suppose that there has been more, I don't want to call it bizarre, etc., but just there's been other situations where probably you would be more baffled about how we got here with a world title. But it's happening and, yeah, there will be a world champion here on Saturday night.
Yeah, and maybe deservedly so. Like, I'm not trying to take it away. It just kind of baffles me, you know what I mean, a little bit. But I think you definitely got to favour Donovan from the performance of the first fight. I think he was pretty much dominant, really, but it was the tactics he was using that didn't sit right with me and the ref as well. I thought he was getting away with a lot of head work, a lot. If I was the ref, I probably would have thrown him out after the third or fourth round. He headbutted him about 20, 30 times before the final bell, the fourth round. Like, it was relentless with it. Jab, head, jab, elbow, jab, head. But he was coming in and he was putting his head to Crocker's, where Crocker kind of just stood there with a stiff guard and just sort of took all the punishment, like he was trying to tire him out with his face. You know what I mean? Just, okay, have all the target you want, and he was only really throwing after. I think Crocker needs to throw with him to have more success. And all Paddy does, in my opinion, he did clean up his work a little bit, and he was running away with the fight. Like, he was way in control. The man was almost beating in front of him, like, and he must have been kicking himself. Because when you watch it back without the sort of, like, you know, and bear in mind, I like both lads. I do. I think they're both sound. They're both good fighters. They both train and prepare hard for a fight. You can see that with the conditioning they come in. So, may the best man win. I just think Donovan showed, in my opinion, in the first fight, he was a much better fighter, much better boxer, but he was doing a lot that weren't right. And in my opinion, all we've got to do is take away that, and we probably should see the first one again. But that's not boxing, is it?
Well, listen, we shall find out come Saturday night. So, would you fight in Misfits, actually, would you?
Yeah. Paddy Barnes, Belfast, what do you reckon?
You and Paddy Barnes?
Yeah, I reckon we could do something in Belfast, what do you reckon?
Misfits in Belfast. What, actual fighting, or?
Tag team?
Who would you tag team? You and Paddy against who?
It could be us against someone big, you know what I mean? I'll let him take the first few rounds.
You heard obviously what Mams Taylor said about you and a certain Tommy Robinson. Was that just internet talk or what?
Well, no. I just find it funny that when I was off Twitter, he replied the next day, and then I came back, and obviously I came back to Twitter, and the first thing I had to do was address the last thing that I spoke about. So that's kind of what the call out was, like, and he was annoying me again, like, shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? But he didn't reply this time. Interesting that. He wouldn't fight me. He knows I'd punch his head in.
He's half called it on with Bellew as well, isn't he? I don't know. It's mad to watch and listen to all that.
Do you know what it is? Because when you're in boxing, you don't really see race, I don't think. If you could be the most bitterest, oldest, whitest, most racist man, if a little black kid comes in and he's red shit hot, that's my son, that is, you know what I mean? That's boxing. Like, we kind of operate outside of, you know, people putting out stuff to make the masses sort of argue, and like, we live in one big simulation, in my opinion, Cougs. I'm a top tier conspiracy theorist, do you know what I mean? Like, really deep in the trenches, like, but yeah, I just think some people gain, and it's basically their job to make people of different races argue and hate each other, and I think, you know, if you're going to be anything in this world, be nice, man, and respect your brother. Okay, now, hundreds of years ago, yep, English people were English, but we don't live in that world no more. We live in a very multicultural world because Europe's been colonized over the last 100 years. Do you know what I mean? And if you go to any city centre around Europe, you know, you see less of the people that are supposed to be there. But that's just the way it is. And now I come from South London. I come from Croydon. My school was kind of like a 30-30-30 split. It was like you had the white boys, the Asian boys, you had the black boys, and it was all kind of split. So we all got on. We learnt that from very young, that everyone's the same. We have different culture and different, like, beliefs, etc. sometimes, but that's what the beauty is. It's just a conversation. You haven't got to align with every person that you cross paths with. You haven't got to even agree on some things, and you can still be their friends. It's just about respect. It's just about humility. It's just taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Stop letting the news flash things in front of your face and make you so reactive to it that then you're taking that into your real world, because most parts it's in your head. if you're walking around this earth thinking these things so deeply, then you're putting energy out that's then you're going to get reciprocated. If you have a complete different mindset, you won't even see the microaggressions. You won't even see the actual times that it happens because you'll be oblivious to it because you just don't think that people have that in their head. And I don't know, I think everyone just needs to relax a little bit, give each other a hug and just survive the next day. Like, I remember at one point all humans had to do was wake up, go get some food and fall back to sleep, make sure they survive the next day. That was the only mission. Now there's all of this that we've got to do, and oh yeah, you got to pay your bills, and oh yeah, you got to get a new car, or do this, and oh he hates him because of this reason, and he's bad because of this reason. Cancel culture. Like, we're just trying to survive. Like, none of us have got any of the answers, and we just spend all day arguing about it.
You're spot on about the boxing gym because regardless of race, colour, religion, whatever, you go in the boxing gym, ultimately you're judged on whether you can fight or not.
Yeah, literally, like the best fighter in the gym, it don't matter where he's from, they ain't got a clue, you know what I mean? And that's why you look at the famous stories of like a customer or Mike Tyson, how he took him on, because he could fight like fuck, you know what I mean? If he was the useless fighter, he wouldn't even come for dinner, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. And don't you think we live in a world which is so much more like nicer and honest, like, oh, you can fight, we rate you, you know what I mean? That's it. Like, that's it. That's the world we live in, and I like it. I like that, to be honest. It's so refreshing from the rest of the world. I think I had a 6-week summer holiday basically just gone, and I couldn't wait to get back to the world of boxing, I'm honest. I couldn't wait. I could not wait to be back here.
Right, last one before I let you go. Just heard you talking about there, we'll ask you. What do you think the chances of Froch ending an 11-year exile out of the ring?
Is that how long it's been?
11 years, yeah.
I said 6 or something earlier. I thought, like, that's, wow. I said 11 years, you sure?
Yes, absolutely spot on, 11 years.
Right, did you Google it? You Googled it, didn't you?
I was there, bro. What are you on about? His last fight was Froch and Groves at Wembley, which was 2014.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow. I didn't realise. I said about 6 years he's been retired.
Caitlin, just so I'm not going mad, just Google when Froch Groves 2 was, please.
No, yeah. But no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just say wow, that 11 years has gone fast. Like, shit.
Exact date?
2014, May.
What did you say?
Oh no, I didn't say anything. I just.
31st of May 2014.
There we go.
COVID did take a few years off though, didn't it?
Let's not even get into that. Do you see him
No.
until?
No. Not unless you're going to pay him 20 million and book Wembley again. No chance. Because
I've asked like Alfie Sharman, Mike Ridout, have they got the money, but have they got that kind of money to give to someone like Froch who would want a ridiculous amount of money? He would.
yeah, they would have it to give to him if they wanted to, but like from what I know about Froch, like I don't know him too personally, but I've heard that he's a very smart man with his money. And he didn't let it come out of his pocket very easily. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, there is no way that he sat there looking at his bank account and going, yeah, I need this. You know what I mean?
A couple of mil or so, yeah.
Yeah, no way. Like, you're going to have to be like, I can't turn down that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're going to have to be. He's been retired 11 years. Like, I was thinking it was 6 years or something. That's how good of a career he's had and how, like, still around he is. But yeah, you're not getting him out of bed for any less than that. I'm telling you, you're not. Like, and I know that if he went in for like a 3 mil, I'd be way surprised.
I could already say Froch ain't fighting for 3 mil.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
You'd have to go double figures with Froch, or near enough to double figures. Say if he was offered,
and more fans. There would need to be more.
Say he was offered 8 million, 9 million. That would get him interested, I think.
No, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it would have to be like, oh my God, okay. Like, it would have to like, because why? Why give Darren Till, who's actively fighting now, that chance of kind of tarnishing your legacy?
Proving as a boxer.
He can fight. He can fight like fight. Like, he's not like, and look, Carl's biggest attributes was his physicality and his toughness. What is he now? 45, 48, 42? I actually don't know. I don't want to offend him. I actually don't know how old.
Say mid-40s.
Somewhere 40, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, like, I just don't see him, I don't see it happening at all. Like, but he'll let everyone speak about Carl Froch, and he'll let everyone ask questions, and he'll add a bit more fuel to the fire. He'll probably be ringside next time and walk out again when they start kicking off. Like,
Eating an apple, yeah.
yeah, but see how nonchalant he was, just sat there like he's shouting. Ah! Carl's a tough man. So is Till. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Darren Till's because he's a monster the same way, but Carl's very, very comfortable in his skin and where his feet are on the ground. Yeah, I think it would take a lot to make that man feel some fear, genuine fear. Like, he's just not gonna. I'm not biting into your circus, giving you little sum. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, and that's what I think it was. Like, Carl's the man, though, man. But Darren's, yeah, he's doing great. But I can't see it unless it's. I would say 20, maybe 15. But I think any less than that, you're not getting him. Any less than that, you're not getting him.
Danny Edwards, much appreciated time. We look forward to a great week here in Belfast. Do you have anything you'd like to add before we finish? Lovely watch, by the way.
Appreciate. Nah, nothing to add. Nothing to add.
All right, we'll see you at some point this week again. Thank you very much.